My name's Belle. Well, my real name is Isabel, but I go by Belle. I've been tattooing professionally for about 4 to 5 years now, but including my apprenticeship, 6 or 7 years, I want to say. I knew I never wanted to go to college, ever. School's not for me. Like, I was awful at school. It was just bad news. And I've always been in, like, art classes. I always enjoyed art. So, and me and my dad used to grow up, like, or I would grow up with, like, in watching Ink Master with him. So it was, like, a cool thing for us to do. And he was like, yo, you should try this. I'm like, okay, yeah, like, let's give it a shot. I'm definitely the black sheep of the family, I would say. Definitely a black sheep. My sister got a tattoo when she was like 18 years old, and that was like the biggest thing in the world to the whole family. Like, it was just like, what the heck, what are you doing? Getting an apprenticeship was like a tough part for me, for sure, because I didn't know anybody in the industry, you know? So I made a portfolio. I came to Albuquerque, and I went to like quite a few shops around town and just presented my portfolio. And a lot of people just ate me up. Like, people are fucking mean. It's rough. People, like, at first, of course, like, you have to, like, earn your spot. So they basically, like a traditional apprenticeship, they kind of, like, bully you, talk shit, whatever, haze you, kind of, you know? It's like, you gotta earn your way to the top. Earn your way to, like, at least have the title as an apprentice. And so it was just you're fresh, you're 18 years old, you're a female, and being in a shop with 6 or 7 men around you, because it's a very male-dominated industry. And it was just hard to, like, hard to be there, because they're like, you fucking suck, blah, blah, blah. Like, but I appreciate it, you know, like, looking back now, I'm like, hey, like, at least I got tough skin now, right? It's a rough road, for sure, especially being an apprentice. You don't get paid, well, at least I didn't get paid. So I would go to my, like, regular job from 9 to, I want to say, like, 2 o'clock. Get off, go straight to Wolf's Head. Work from that time to whenever they were done. So it was like, sometimes they weren't done until 12 or 1 in the morning, you know? And so it was like, but I had to be there. I had to be committed. I had to show that I was there and wanted that spot. And they didn't really like that, of course, because who wants to see a 18-year-old girl take their spot, quote unquote, you know? When I started at the first shop, his name is Eric Flores. Cool dude. Him and Mateo were co-owners of the shop, Mateo Sigworth. Eric, my original mentor, kind of cut off midway during my apprenticeship. So that was definitely a setback. That sucked. Because it's like, what am I supposed to do now? But Mateo took me under his wing and was like, we're still going to do this. We're still going to do this thing, you know? So that was cool, you know? At least, like, at that point, I was like, hell yeah, like, I'm in it now. Like, I feel part of the family. A lot of females, like, in the industry are super supportive, because it's like, girl power, you know? Woohoo, like, girl power. So, like, you would see one and you'd be like, oh my gosh, like, what have you drawn? Like, what, do you want to collab on, like, a painting, blah, 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 blah? Like, it's very welcoming. More welcoming than men, I would say. Because it's like, we both had to work our fucking asses off to be here, so let's get in this together. Like, let's do this. I want to be seen. That's a tough one. Obviously, I want to be seen as a good tattoo artist, but it's more than that, you know? I want to be, like, somebody who people can come to, like, especially females, like, females who can come to me and be comfortable in my space, in my whatever, because there's been not so great stories, you know, of men taking advantage of women, you know? So it's like, I want to be that safe space. I want to be known as somebody who can help you out, and also a badass. You know? I want to be known as a badass.